Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for GL365 Academy. Today we're going to finally finish up our look at Since I've Been Loving You by Led Zeppelin. So this has been like an epic lesson series here. It's probably about an hour worth of video altogether. But just like in the first two, I'm not really allowed to perform everything I'm going to be teaching in this video at the beginning like I usually do. So I'll just be playing each phrase, so just playing little bits at a time. Play each phrase right before I teach it, or each little section that I'm going to teach. Alright, so once again, we're in standard tuning here. And about the 4-minute and 58-second mark in the song is where we're at. You'll hear this little guitar lick followed by this little chord sequence. Sounds like this. Alright, so that ending was probably already familiar with you because it's happened multiple times before in the song. So let's start with this little lick at first. So that's the 5th fret on the D string, to the 3rd fret on the G, then a couple of bends at the 5th fret on the G. Then play 5-3. Now you can do a quick little pull off from 5 to 3 over to 5 twice on the D. So that little pull off lick, now you're going to take that down an octave here to the 3rd fret here on the A string. So same thing over to the 3rd fret on the low E. So with this. All together. And we're going to end it with this C minor chord that we played earlier in the song. Just hit it. All right, then it goes to an E flat major chord. Just let it ring. To a D major. And then the same ending that you've seen before. So we really don't need to cover that. It's just the new chords is just the E flat major. You can play it with just your 3rd finger if you want. Into that same familiar ending that always ends the chorus. All right, now from there we go into an arpeggiated picking part, which sounds like this. Then it goes into the next section. So let's just talk about that arpeggiated picking part. It's not completely consistent the way he picks it, so it's more important to kind of get the gist of it down first and how the melody note moves on top. It's basically, you're going to be pull this C minor up here. So it's the 10th fret on the D string and then bar across the 8th fret on the top 3 strings. And you basically do this pattern. So it's just 1st, 2nd, 3rd string, then 1, 2 again. And then you can continue the picking again with the 10th fret on the D, but this time place the melody note at the 10th fret on the high E string. Then the 11th, then 10. So just kind of let's just 8, 10, 11, 10, 8, and then basically move everything down to the 1st fret. then back up to the 8th fret. Alright, then we're going to have this little chord. So that's just 10th fret on the D, 12th on the G, 11 on the B, 12 on the high E. So just pick across those. He starts kind of really shaking the chord a little bit, just to kind of really kind of build a climax a little bit. Then we're back down to the 1st fret version of the picking pattern. So all the things we're going to watch out for, that top melody note, sometimes we'll change the timing of it. So just kind of, it's always kind of those notes, still ascending, then descending. It's just the timing of them might change a little bit. It's kind of random though. So you do it twice as long here on the F minor. Then we're back up to the C minor. And then we end it with this phrase. Little Johnny Be Good thing. So we're basically going to do a bend at the 10th fret on the G and to the 8th fret on the B and the high E. Just kind of that simple blues loop. Do that 5 times. And then play the 10th fret, a little bit of vibrato, and then descend. 10-8 on the G, 10-8 on the D, then 10 on the A twice. Then 8 on the A, 11 on the low E, then 8, 10, 8 on the A. So we have this. We grab the 3rd fret on the low E, and then we make it to the next section here, which is basically the chorus. Alright, so you guys already know the chorus is the same as it was before, but now they extend it here. So right after we get that section where it usually would end, it extends, and we have this. Alright, and that brings us to the end of the song. So let's do this bar chord here, this extended chorus. It's just an A flat major chord. Full bar at the 4th fret there, 6th on the A, 6th on the D, 5 on the G. And then we have the octave shape now is a little bit different. The melody here, we just have 1. So the octave shape here, 1, 3, 1, 3, and then 4, slide to 3, 3, slide to 1. So this. And then 3, 1. And then back to the same ending. He starts bringing it down. So the little ending was just slower, that slow last bend. And then we're going to come up here and grab that same familiar 6th shape, major 6th shape. And that's just playing the 6th fret on the A, 5th fret on the G, and pick it, slide it down a fret, and just go back and forth. And that's how it ends. So I hope you guys enjoyed this note for note breakdown of Since I've Been Loving You. It's been requested for quite a long time. I kind of avoided it because it's so long and it's just a constant guitar solo. But hopefully you guys got through it just like I did, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.